Hi there, my name is Willie Brown. I'm the director for the Lions Foundation Canada Dog Guides. I live in Russell, Manitoba. I'm one of the 10 directors across the country. Our dogs are canine vision, hearing, diabetic alert dogs, seizure response, service dogs, autism assist, and facility support dogs. Was there any special questions you'd like to answer? Or?
Is there a particular breed of dog which is used more than others?
We use standard poodles, and we also use labs, and we have a breeding facility in Breslau, Ontario as well. So we have our own in-house dogs. Lions Foundation Canada Dog Guides are an accredited organization, so we have to ensure that our dogs are trained to the highest abilities. We also don't receive any funding from governments at any level, so it's sponsored by Lions clubs in Canada, all across the country, and then our dogs cost approximately between $30,000 and $35,000 to raise, and there's no charge to the client to receive a dog. Currently in this part of the world, there's an autism assist dog going to be going up into the Manitoba area, and we have a variety of different dogs all around the place. I should put my glasses on, I look better, but as I said, I've been involved with Lions for 30 plus years, but I just went on the board of directors last October, so it's a learning curve for me. I'm the new boy in the kennel, so I get to do my things with them.
So, at what age is the puppy taken?
Okay, so
sent to a foster family?
Yeah, right? What we do is the puppy stays with the dog guides till about 8 weeks old, and then it's fostered out for a year, 18 months, up to 2 years, and then it's given back. I have some very good friends who do the fostering, and some of them have had up to 30 dogs, so it's a labor of love. Giving a dog away after you've loved it, but knowing it's going to a client is the amazing part of it. So my heart goes out to our volunteers there. We have many, many volunteers. Because we're in the Oakville area and our dogs need a little bit of exercise and on weekends, so there are many volunteers in that part of the world who go out to the kennels and take the dogs for walks, or take them for a day, whatever the dogs need, or in the evening. So it's amazing to see the volunteers across Canada. And as I said, Lions don't receive support from anybody else.
So the foster family has the dog for a year or more, and they teach the dog basic.
They teach the dog basic commands. We don't want the dogs. They're a working dog. Mm-hmm. So when we have the dogs working, once they've got their vest on or their harness on, the dogs know that that's when they're working. They have their downtime as well. So their downtime is really important to us as directors, to know that the dogs are being well looked after. We have a playground for them at the school in Oakville, and when you see them running around there, you can see the smiles on their faces. They play, they have fun, but they know when they're working. And we need to have dogs that are well trained, because we can't have somebody with a vision dog or an autism dog that can be distracted. We can't have that distraction happen on. We can put food down in front of our dogs, they'll leave it. It'll be pizza or chips or treats or whatever on the ground until they're told that they can have that. They never go near it. So hats off to our staff in Oakville for the way they train the dogs. But it's a wonderful experience for someone to get that dog and go through those first 2 years, and the big heart they have for giving it back. But they know it's going to a client that's really going to need it. And there's so many stories. You can go online to Lions Foundation Canada Dog Guides, and you can see some of the stories there of the things that our dogs are able to do and the difference they make in the lives of the clients.
Talk us through the procedure after the foster family have had the dog and it comes back to the Lions. What happens then?
Once a dog has been retired, a lot of times people will want a successor dog. So our successor dogs, I have a friend up in the Roblin area His dog, he applied last fall for a successor dog, so we're looking forward to getting him one because his dog has got to the stage where it needs to retire. It's like us. We need to not work all the time. So that's what we do. So the dog is maybe 8 to 10 years old, maybe a little bit younger, depends on the dog. But if the dog is not suitable for the client, we bring the dogs back and they can go to families who would like a dog. So that happens as well. Sometimes a dog may get sick, or we had a dog doing epileptic fits and stuff like that. So we're trying to make sure that they go to families and they're looked after. So that's the nice thing about it. It's win-win for everybody.
So with the foster family, do they do the specific training? Say it's a C&I dog or?
No, the foster families do basic training, the sits, the stay, the leave it alone, the come here, things like that. We'll take them to places where they're involved with crowds like the Keystone Centre or Pearson Airport, or they'll go to a hockey game because we can't have the dogs get spooked with anything. So that's the biggest part of it, is making sure these dogs experience so many things. We've currently got dogs through some of the airline companies who will go on board a plane and learn how to fly. You know, because dogs have to do all kinds of things, subways, buses, cars, and they can't be all excited about it, and they're not. They'll get in the situation and they're there. So that's one of the nice things about our dogs.
Now, the dogs in question, are they introduced to a client?
What happens is we have the clients go down to our foundation in Oakville, Ontario. So they've applied for the dog and they've been screened, because they have to go through a screening process to make sure that they're going to be a fit for getting a service dog. Once they're into Oakville, there's some more assessments done, so they don't know exactly which dog will be with which client. They have an idea, but they can't tell for sure which one's going where. So when we get to that stage, and then after 10 days, up to 2 weeks in the school in Ontario, they're introduced to the dog, and it's big smiles and hearts all around, and that's what they need to do. So that's why, and again, the clients get flown into the school. They're not allowed to, you know, they're not, no expense to them. It's covered by the line.
Okay.
So that's why it's so important to us to do the things that we have to do to fundraise. Currently, our fundraising is based on our Pet Value Walk for Dog Guides, which is coming up on May 28th. It's a national walk, but you can certainly walk any time of year and have funds go to help the dogs.
So the various Lions clubs around Canada, you can contribute.
You can contribute through the Lions clubs, or you can go online to walkfordogguides.com.
Okay.
But any of our local Lions clubs in the Westman area, be it Wawanesa, Brandon, Verdon, Minnedosa, Neepawa, Russell, Birtle, they all have Lions clubs, and they all support the dog guys. So it's from the ground up as well, so that we make this, it spreads out the cost, and it's really good. So that's what we're trying to do. And the people in the Lions clubs are making a difference in the lives of these clients. Even when they donate $50 or $100, it makes such a difference in the lives of people receiving a dog.
How long has the Lions Club been involved in Canada?
This is coming up on our Ruby anniversary. This is going to be 40 years that we're doing with the dog guides. It started back, that would be 1983. And so it's one of our major pillars in Canada. And as I said, we have clubs all over Canada who get involved with it.
Anything you'd like to add?
I would just like people to maybe talk to their local Lions club, and if you think you can help out, or you want to go on a dog walk, reach out to me, or you can go to the walkfordogguides.com and look for a location in Manitoba. We're all over the place. It's just getting rolling just now, but it's one of those fun things to do.
Yeah.
And it gets you out on a Sunday afternoon for a few hours, and it's a great cause.